Howdy ho, peoples. I've fixed my spotlight. It's not the correct bulb, but you know what? It works. So there we go. So I've been sitting here and I started rewatching. I'm watching the 4-part OVA. Like just at the start of part 2, watching Macross Plus, which is possibly one of my favourite films of all time, and it's just an amazing film. The plane designs and everything are just so smooth and just superb, fantastic. Love that film, and therefore it only makes sense, you know, after watching these fantastic transformable planes, to review Decepticon Beserker. I believe that's what they dubbed him. Yeah, Beserker. Again, last night premiere edition Beserker. I've bought a lot more of these guys. I've bought 3 now. But you'll note they're all the original molds. I'm not doing this whole, I'm going to just buy repaint, for example. I'm not doing that. But, whatever, we'll see. I'm also kind of keeping my eye out for Squeaks when he comes out. Not sure why, but I do kind of like that. Apart from the parts volume I've seen. But whatever, that's not the point. Decepticon Beserker. Or, as you and I might recognise this mould, Crankcase? From, you know, Dark of the Moon. But then we've also got Barricade from Dark of the Moon. I was going to say, are they just pretending that Age of Extinction didn't happen? But then we've got Grimlock. What's going on, man? You know what? I don't know. I don't actually know what's going on with that one. But he is, well, he's a little rolly SUV, is it? You know, like big vanish car with some little red police lights on. I'm guessing it's supposed to be police or Secret Service or something. No clear windows, but you know what? Who cares? Which is a strange inconsistency. I'll show you in a second. Wish that had been black, but I suppose if you wanted to, you could take a Sharpie to it. I'm not, because I don't want to ruin him. But he's a really compact, dinky little thing. For example, here's Barricade. And again, Barricade, clear windows. Him, not clear windows. And look at the width on him. Yeah. Now don't get me wrong, I appreciate this is supposed to be some kind of like police pursuit muscle car kind of thing. You know, like some kind of, has he got a badge? Some sort of Mustang, something like that. One of these cars Americans are really, really proud of, but you could probably only drive for about 5 minutes before you got to refuel it again. I was going to quote the hostage taker from the original Robocop then, but I don't want to swear. If you know Robocop, you know the guy I'm talking about. He gets punched through a window. So yeah, that's that size comparison. And for people who haven't managed to get hold of him yet, because I keep having him here and I never use him, Age of Extinction Drift, because they're painting him red and releasing him again. See? Repaints. But yeah, I mean, like, Bugatti Veyron, as far as I'm aware, isn't a small car. Barricade's huge. What's going on there? Because these, I would argue, are probably in scale. But he's huge. But the point is, Beserker, or I keep going to call him Crankcase, he's actually quite dinky, so we'll take these out of the way. But yeah, he's a nice enough guy. He's got a little Chevrolet. I know that one, see? I recognise that one. Chevrolet, yeah. It's got that. It's got plain white headlights. Fair enough. Decepticon symbol, both sides. Whatever. Windows are painted, so that's where the paint's gone. Brake lights. So, you know, he's... Thank you for your input, Doug. He's not bad. Now, there's one thing. Eagle-eyed viewers might be able to see that. What's that? Is that one of those little spike traps they can release on things? No. These are the weapons, I guess, which are these things. You know, like Crankcase had in Dark of the Moon, that he stuck into Ironhide's head. Well, Ironhide stuck in his head and then kicked him into a building. But he's got 2 of those. And they, using these little weird N-shaped, like little U, almost N-shaped clips, they fit into these grooves in the leg here. And depending on which side, they will go a different way so that they won't mash into each other. But that's those. And bottom mode, look at the bottom of the vehicle. Yay! Should we transform him? Suppose we'd best, or otherwise what are we doing with our lives? Well, I'm recording this review and you'll be watching the review, so nothing productive. Hooray! Then again, I'm giving you like, what, maybe 10-15 minutes worth of entertainment. Stave off the existential crisis of the nothingness of life for a few. Anyway, bit too in depth for my channel, I think. I just noticed the window's painted, but not under the blades there. Just underneath that blade, the little gap there, that's not painted blue, that's been left black. So anyway, you get the bumper and like the whole front loose and double hinge it out to there. Hooray! He said, quickly trying to backpedal away from talking about existential crisis. Then you got to try and get this whole front piece loose, and it does kind of tab into everything, so it might start trying to pop loose. But or should I leave it? No, you know what? I'll leave it because I would normally use my nails to pop that out, but you might not have nails, so we'll do it your way, okay? I'll satisfy you. That sounded worse than I wanted it to. So instead, we come to the back, and the back holds together. It might not hold together perfectly well. It depends if you've got everything just lined up. What you want to do is just pop the sides loose. And very, well, a la Titan's Return Bumblebee, you get this whole piece, including the bonnet, and it kind of comes up. It does come up. Let go. Let go. Let go. There you go. And it comes up to there. And now the bonnet and stuff is loose, because it's been regular loose to that, because I've been playing with all this piece. And this you double hinge up onto the top and bring flat. Okay? And you know I said this piece, bring this up a bit. I said this piece, a la Titan's Return Bumblebee. Just like Titan's Return Bumblebee. It's not a bad thing, it's just that's exactly what it's like. So you've got basically the entire back section of the vehicle mode fold in on itself and fold inside. Oh no, it might have a backpack. Oh no, the tragedy. Ugh, get over it. Okay, now, right, where are we? Right, so these pieces on top are the arms. These pieces underneath are the legs. Where am I? Tilted the camera down, didn't I? There we go. These pieces are the legs, and these are the arms. So what you got to do is untab the, well, feet from the inside of this piece here. There you go. And do the same on the other side. They should pop off. Getting them off isn't a problem. Getting them to go on, a little bit fiddly. It's perfectly doable, but it is a bit of a fiddle. There you go. Right. So you've got this. And again, a la Crankcase, there's a big hinge there. And you just hinge the waist down. Okay. So on this big hinge there, you hinge this whole piece down there. That hinge in there. And then you've pretty much got it there, haven't you? You can probably take it from here, can't you? But I'll do one thing first. This piece will impact on the bumper, right? So before we do that, there's little slots in there, and there's 2 tiny little tabs right there by my nails. So that goes together. Doesn't hold amazingly well, but it doesn't have to. It sort of just keeps it in place. Then you fold that straight, and then you sort of tilt that. It basically stays like that. This doesn't... That isn't the tightest joint in the world, but it'll do. So, straighten the legs down. Fold these panels all the way over. They're on that gradable hinge. Do you remember what I pointed out in vehicle mode? Do that. Straighten up. Bring the heels down. So straighten up. Bring the heel down. All the way back. And that's kind of how the instructions kind of imply they should stay. I'll leave it like that for now. And I have to play with the camera with this one. So bring the shoulders down. Bring the shoulders down. And hinges in there. Bring it around. Bring it around. And I'll just leave it for there for now. Rotate the hands up to there. And fold this panel up. So rotate the hand out. Actually get that out of the way. Just that way. Rotate that panel up. There you go. And then you can bring the arms down. Now these bits here, they're just decoration effectively. You just fold them out to there. Leave them where you like, but they're on ball joints. You can wriggle them wherever you want. So just get that one loose. Down, and there you go. And the head, yeah. The head they want you to bring down. It's on a hinge. But mine, at least, for some reason, when you bring it down, it just pops straight off. It doesn't like being that far forward. It wants to be like that. So I just leave it. I just leave it up. I think it looks better. Personal preference. So that effectively is the robot mode, because that's how they want you to leave the legs. He can't possibly stand like that because his feet are angled that way. But there's this really obvious hinge here to make his feet go like that. So you got one foot at an angle like that, so he can't stand, and another foot at an angle like that. Basically, he's got chicken legs. So he's supposed to stand like that. You know, like some kind of evil insectoid kind of henchman, like he's supposed to be. With dreadlocks, because, you know, why not? And we've got a spotlight, I can adjust it, isn't that novel? There he is. And he's really nice. You know what? I mean, the way they've got the legs kind of hinders the articulation a little bit, because now it'll only bend so far back. Well, no, it'll bend the same way back, but because they've got to be kinked back that far for them to stand straight, it kind of detracts a little bit. But then you can bring them forward. So it depends what you want to do with them, really. But they're fine. It's a little bit fiddly to get them to stand, you know, once you get used to what kind of angle. But it's fine. It's doable. Oh no, he's got a backpack. Oh no, look at that. Oh god, it's so horrible. Oh no, the terror, the tragedy. Won't somebody please think of the children? It's fine. It's not that bad. It's not bad. It's all quite neatly compacted together, a la the Voyager Prime. It's not that bad. The worst bit is this bumper bit hanging off, and you can fold it up closer if you want, but then it starts catching on the wheels and being a hindrance to the articulation. I might floor polish this joint here, because it's just... I might floor polish that one just to tighten it up a little bit. And this one knee is a little bit loose. I might do that one as well. But other than that, he's nice. He is really nice. These are the only three I wanted, really, of the ones that are released so far in the UK. But yeah, I mean, he's got weird hands, like he's got 2 thumbs and 3 fingers, which is cool because he's a generic monster villain. He's got a weird off-center red X on his chest. Yeah. It's like an Acme shoot here, you know? Just put a red X and that's where the anvil's going to hit him. Obviously, these guys are just going to be, you know, in the film for like 3 seconds before they get blown up. But what do you expect? The Decepticons don't get character? What are you talking about? Only Megatron or Galvatron gets character, and then the rest are just faceless generic minions. Come on, don't you know any better? Now, where have I put them? Right. The weapons! There you go. They're a bit bland and they're a little bit bent as well. But hot water or a hairdryer, you can straighten that out. It's not a big deal. And those, first time I tried to do it with a little clip thing at the back, but it barely went in. So what you do is you stick it between the fingers, and it goes in a lot further. So we can have weird sticky, spiky, stabby bomb things, because that's cool, I guess. But even the instructions basically said for instruction, just hook them onto the backpack. That's their answer, just hook them on. And they fall off. So, I suppose it's something for them to do, but, you know, it's something, I guess. But it ain't great. And, again, the ball joint on the head doesn't quite want to sit where I want it to sit. Like, if I get it perfectly straight, it seems to want to jump off to the side. But it seems to be playing ball now it's on camera. Thank you very much for making me look like a liar. But yeah, he's good, to be honest with you. I still don't think he's 20 odd pounds good. Tesco. Instead of like £22, £23, £21.95. I know it's not much, but you know, penny pinching, it's what I do best. That's why I like knockoffs. So, size comparisons, because I've already got Barricade in, what's the word? Car. That's the word I was looking for. I've got Barricade in car mode, so I'm not transforming him. But I have got Prime. And Prime's a reasonably big, he's a reasonably big Voyager from what I can gather. So he must be a fair sized deluxe. So he's not completely dwarfed by him. And I have got, Dark the Moon Crankcase. His brother from another mother. They're roughly the same size. And I can't review him because he's not complete. I'm missing a part. I know I did that with my deluxe animated Megatron, but, you know. He's missing the back roof section of the car, that whole piece, which I'm guessing just hangs off his bum, but whatever. And he's really fiddly, and this hair is awful. I don't know if there's something I can do to fix that, but the hair is just awful. It doesn't want to move, and I'm worried about trying to force it, because it's into clear plastic, which I think I'm going to snap. So, yeah. And I don't know why he's got these big things. I don't know if that's some kind of shrapnel. Maybe they're trying to go for an Insecticon vibe. I don't know if that's some kind of shrapnel vibe. But thankfully he hasn't got that. The closest he's got are these little on the shoulders, which I'll accept. That's fine. Instead of these big, long, silly fingers, he's got reasonably short, sensible fingers. So, my first... No, it's not. No, he's not. He's my second Decepticon, but he's only a deluxe still. I like him. I think he's pretty good. I think he's a nice update of this, whatever this is supposed to be. Whether this was supposed to be Crankcase or just a generic con or Beserker, as this guy is. But yeah, he's good. Prime's good. Barricade's good. They're good. I'm just staying away from the repaints. That's just me. So I'm looking at the time, it's nearly 20 minutes, so I'm trying to end this for you so you can go away and enjoy your life. So, on that note, because he's quite good, the weapons aren't great, but if you don't want them, just stick them in a bag and leave them to one side. It won't detract from the figure. Prime's fantastic. Barricade's pretty good. He's not. So, I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and I shall see you all with my camera, my spotlight back in the next one. Bye!